Hello everyone. Apologies if it looks like I'm driving a left-hand drive Allegro. I'm not. That's just the way that this split camera works. You can't rotate the mirror, unfortunately. So you join me today in my first drive of Agatha for the year. In English, in my first drive of Agatha for the year. I would have liked to have brought you this video under better circumstances. However, sad times. Driving back from work last night, the head gasket failed on Judith, the Rover. Managed to limp it home. It wasn't too far from home, but clearly we've now got a problem. I was taking the Rover off the road for me this Sunday anyway. That is the 30th of April. You'll probably see this a week or so after that. So I've just had to quickly do car Jenga, get Agatha out of the garage to go to work tomorrow. And I've just been to Sainsbury's to fill it up with the best E5. So yeah, bit of a crappy sort of end to Judith's run on the channel at the moment. I'm still up in the air at what is the future is going to hold. Can't even speak, I'm that tired, been at work all day. Yeah, spoken to Lee. I rang him last night when it happened and he was in Doncaster. I hadn't got time to wait for the AA. It was Heather's birthday, we were due out for a meal, so like I say, I weren't that far from home, so I just took it easy and it is what it is. I've had a few quotes today for the head gasket to be done by an MG Rover on your drive thing. There's a Facebook group, and the best price with the best case scenario is coming in at 425 quid, and that is if your head's okay. If your head's knackered, it's 560. Of course, there's no way of believing or disbelieving them that your head's knackered, so yeah. So even if we say 425 quid if I'm having a lucky day, it was half the value of the Rover. So yeah, don't know what to do at the minute. Lee said we could just park it up and have a mess with it and see if we can do it, but of course if we're into it and it's knackered, I just don't want to spend stupid money on it. So this video is sort of going to end here for me. It may happen in a day or two, a week or two. I've got some more news. Somebody could have bought it. I could have decided to have it fixed. I've no idea. I may have even at this time offered it for sale as is to someone on the channel. I don't know. But all I know is at the minute, life has to go on. I've got to go to work tomorrow, and Agatha's on it. I mean, the good news is we started okay. Starter went perfectly, and we're running okay, touch wood. Brakes are obviously a bit rusty and non-existent at the minute because it's been sat for so long, but other than that we should be fine. So I'll pick you up sometime later in this video on another day with more news. Ta-da for a bit. Right, so there she is, ready for collection in the morning. I'll just show you what you don't want to find under the bonnet and certainly in your engine on a K series. Right, that is what you never want to see on a K series. Lovely mayonnaise and an empty header tank. Boo. Yeah, so she's been a lovely car. I'm really quite sad that we've had to say goodbye this way, but I do feel that we've certainly extended the life of the car, and passing it on to Pete, I know he'll look after it and hopefully she'll continue for many more years. Quick reprieve of what we've done. New wing on there, 2 new front tyres, set of mud flaps, and just generally tidied the paintwork up a bit. There were scuffs on all the corners. The scuffs are still there, they're just hidden by the paint. And yeah, generally really a nice tidy car. Obviously still got the original dealer plates on, we've said this before, and it's obviously worth a lot more money than when it came, with a Lloyd Vehicle Consulting sticker on and a peeling off Agatha sticker. So yeah, all that welding done by Lee, but good old Judith. It's been a good car. Right, so yeah, you find me now inside Judith for the last time. Oh, sounds a bit rude that, doesn't it? Inside Judith, an old lady as well. Although that said, what is it, 22 years old, chance to be a fine thing. Anyway, yeah, last sit in the car, just moved it. It's been parked on the drive since the head gasket went. Just moved it out. It's getting collected in the morning. Hopefully I'll get a bit of video. Heather will do me a bit of video of it being loaded up, and then Pete, who's buying the car, will do a bit of video of it arriving. Now, he has promised to show us what's in the engine, what's gone wrong, and hopefully film of the work being done, and I'll update you on the channel in the future with stuff like that. Those of you who don't know, a little bit of a backstory. When I started this channel ages ago, 3 years ago now, one of the first subscribers was a guy, I don't know his full YouTube handle, Vampire something, begins with an E, I forget. Anyway, turns out, going to many car shows, you'll have seen this guy dresses head to toe like a goth, I guess, and sorry Pete if you're not a goth, but dresses head to toe in black, got a big long black trench coat on. Really lovely guy when you get to speak to him, absolutely passionate about his Rover cars, and he introduced himself one time, I'm Vampire something. And yeah, we've chatted at all the shows that we've seen each other at. And then what happened was, when the head gasket went on this car, I put it on the Facebook group, a Rover Facebook group, and he sent me a message and said, oh, it's such a shame, I've always loved that car. I hope you get it sorted. And anyway, pricing it up, ridiculous money really. Bearing in mind I paid $895 for this car, put a couple of tyres on it, I've run it for a year, and you know, what's it cost me? 1,100 quid maximum with the MOT. You can't complain, less than £100 a month. So the price of repairing it, I don't know if I've gone over this in the intro section of this video, so apologies if I have. The price of repairing it was, worst case scenario, getting close up to 600 quid with the head and stuff like that. And as much as I love the car, I don't want to invest that type of money in it, but I didn't want to scrap it either. So I said to Pete, look, if you want the car, I'll sell it you. You know what's happened. I'll sell it you for the price of a little bit more than scrap value. So I think someone had said it was scrap at 280 weighing in. I said to Pete, 350 and it's yours, and he's bought it for 350 quid. He's having it collected, as I say, tomorrow by Shipley. A guy called Steve's coming, and he's charging something like 180 quid to take it all the way to Pete's house, which is more than 180 miles. So less than £1 a mile to deliver the car, which I don't think's bad. And I'll be quite happy if the car gets saved. It's a lovely car, it really is. And yeah, I would have liked to have, I was tempted to keep it, I really was. The plan was to park it up and continue using it later in the year and use the Allegro through the summer. But fate's dealt it a different blow, so we'll see. But yeah, there's a new car to come. That video will follow very soon, sometime early June, which I think will surprise everybody. So for now, this will be the end of me that you see in this video. What should follow is the loading and unloading, and then who knows, hopefully Pete will send me some stuff of work in progress at a later date, which I'll insert on another video. So for now, I shall catch you later. Ta-ra a bit.
See ya, Steve. Bye. Judith has arrived with me. Just arrived now. He's just taken her off the back. I'm going to put it on the driveway in front of the infamous, wonderful hyacinth there, which is nice. Bless her, she's a little bit tappy, but that can be sorted.
Reverse or forward?
Reverse it if you can, yeah. Just pulling up next to Gary, my 25. There we go, that's where she'll have, well, eventually she'll have her work done, but she'll have the work done in what I call the sick bay, which is at the back where Hyacinth is, once Hyacinth goes in a week's time. And I'll move her around the back and I will get the work that needs doing on the head gasket done. So I'll just have a little quick look while it's here. Absolutely lovely car, I absolutely love the colour of this car. I actually think the inside is absolutely lush and nice. So yeah, as Rick was saying, poor thing has got a lot of water in the oil there, which will need draining out. But the first job to do would be to take out the oil, run a flush through there as well at some point, just to flush it out. And give it a good clean out to make sure there's no mayonnaise left around the engine, will help. But yeah, my plan is to literally take the head off of this car, check whether it needs skimming, but I'll get it checked over first, the head, and then fit the new gasket set. It'll also have a new timing belt and water pump on a standard, because I wouldn't want to just use what's already there. It'll get new water pumps and belts. I'll also have new head bolts as well. So the kit will come with the head bolts. We'll replace out the head bolts. We'll give the radiator and all the cooling system a good flush through as well before it goes back on the road. Possibly even a service with some new spark plugs and so forth, even though they've probably already been done and it's already probably had a service quite recently, I'm sure. But we'll get it all done anyway, so it's all running sweet and nice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is a nice little project. Judith, absolutely lovely car. Thank you.